Wow. Quick show of hands. Who wants a free rug shampoo? Chris? My name is David Clunch. My first career, I was an engineer. I did that for 21 years. Now I don't engineer anymore. What I do now is I'm a storyteller. Wow. That's so cool to even say. I'm a storyteller, and I'm a balloon twister, and I'm a clown. It was kind of like, after 21 years of engineering, my right brain started to demand equal time. And the story I'm going to tell you today, I've got two stories actually. The first time that I ever went out as a clown to be a birthday clown. It was kind of fun. I twist balloons. This is the shameless self-promotion portion of our program. I twist balloons at the Atlanta Bread Company in Johnson City, Tennessee from 5:30 to 8 every Tuesday night. That means tomorrow night. If y'all are in Johnson City, come see me. But one of my regulars is a precious little girl. She's 5 years old. Her name is Emily. Now, Emily's mom looked at me one day and she said, "Do you do birthday parties?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Emily's turning 5. Gotcha. So he made all the arrangements. I wanted to get a really, really special balloon. So I've got some DVDs that teach me how to do balloons. So the night before the big birthday party, I'm watching these DVDs and I'm learning how to make this special balloon. It's a clown head hat. So you put it on your head and it's a big clown head. It's precious. It's just so cool. And I worked all night and I practiced and I made several and they were looking really, really good. And now it's time for the big show. Now, I've put together 5 of my best tricks. I've got a real nice narrative arch in my show because I am a storyteller. And I show up, I've got my clown outfit on, I go upstairs and get everything set up. They bring the kids up. I did my magic tricks. And in the last magic trick, a box that appears to be empty, I do my little magic and then I dump out and there's enough balloons there to make this clown head hat. Well, I pick up that 5-inch white geo that I've already turned inside because I practiced it all night last night. I blow it up. Well, that makes the jaws and the chin of the clown head. And then I take a white 260, I blow it up about halfway, I twist 2 3-inch bubbles, I wrap them together, I twist 2 more, I wrap it together, I do my roll through. And then, because that 5-inch geo is turned inside out, there's a nice little tunnel where you can tuck one of those ends of that 260. So I did that, and I snug it up, so now I've got the jaws and the eyes of my clown. I take an orange balloon and I blow it up. Now this is a performance piece. All the kids are looking, they're going, wow. I blow the orange balloon up and it pops. But that's okay, I've got a spare. And I get the kids to chant, "Please don't pop, please don't pop, please don't pop." Y'all can chant that with me too if you want to. "Please don't pop, please don't pop, please don't." I blow that one up. I twist a triangle of orange. That's going to be one side of his hair. I twist another 3 together. So I put that on. Now he's got hair. And I take one of those bee bodies, and I blow it up. And I do my apple twist to that one. And you've got to kind of cut the other end of that and tie a little knot to hold that apple twist knot in there. Pink hat for the clown. And I take another 2-inch 260 and I blow it up. And I twist that, and that sits on his head now. Oh, but it needs the piece for the hat. So I take a red 260, I blow it almost all the way up. I twist it, I put the loop on it. I've got that one little bubble right at the end. That becomes the clown's nose, the cutest balloon you've ever seen. And our precious little birthday girl, Emily, I hand it to her, and she looks at it, and she says, "I don't like it." Her mother was mortified. I love this kid, the honesty of a kid. I said, "That's fine, sweetheart. What would you like?" And I made her a nice little princess doll. Princess balloon. I realized that clown head balloon was more for me than it was for her. But I got paid for that. I was like, "Oh, this is so cool. I get paid to have fun." Well, now, the second half of the story was when I volunteer. I volunteer as the clown at a hospital. And I go in and see sick kids, and that's just the coolest thing when you can go in there and change a kid's world around like that. Well, now, the first time I ever went into the hospital as a clown, it was at the Children's Hospital, the King's Daughter in Norfolk, Virginia. Somebody knows about it. Cool. Well, I got all my clown stuff on. This is the first time I've been out as a clown for the hospital. I was supposed to meet Peppermint Candy there. She was my other clown that I was going to meet there. And I get into the lobby. I've got my stuff with me. I walk through those doors, and I walk in, and the first thing I see is a mama over next to the payphones. It is an old story. And right next to mama is a little kid. And the kid says, "Look, a clown." I say, "Look, a kid." And he goes, "Ah!" and runs across the lobby. If I could have disappeared in that moment, you all wouldn't see me now. But I watched that kid, and just a couple of moments later, he was hiding behind his mama's leg, peeking around looking at me. Well, intuitively, there was a column there in the middle of that lobby, and I just hid behind that column, and I was peeking around looking at him. Well, in just a minute, he's coming to encourage me to come back. And so in a minute, he knows that I'm more scared of him than he is of me. And I got to tell you that has worked with just about every kid that's ever been even a little bit startled from me being a clown. But we went up and we did our little work in the play area up there. We did Play-Doh and we did stuff with the kids. And then they said, "Would you be interested in coming to see Josiah?" I said, "I'd love to. Who's Josiah?" Well, as we start walking to Josiah's room, they tell me that Josiah is paralyzed from the neck down. He's got a machine that breathes for him. He's paralyzed. I don't know where the C is, but he can't even speak. He communicates. They bring a computer screen right up close to his eyes that can read the movements of his eyes. And he'll look and he'll blink. And he can type that way, and he's very quick doing that. But when he doesn't have his computer screen there, his communication is you ask him yes or no questions, and he'll blink once for yes and twice for no. So they're telling me this as we get to Josiah's room. Well, I always ask the child's permission before I go in the room. The parents are like, "Oh yeah, come on in," but it's the kid's room. So I look at the kid. "Josiah, is it okay for a clown to come visit?" I said, "Cool." And I brought my bubbles out. I said, "Do you like bubbles?" So I start blowing a few bubbles. I said, can I tell you a story?" And yes. I said, "Cool. This is a story I tell." It's about a little boy named Josiah. Isn't that weird how that happens in this story? Josiah. Yes. I said, well, in this story, Josiah, he loves to go to the circus. And when he gets to the circus, his favorite thing in the whole wide world to see in the circus is the tightrope act. Have you ever seen the tightrope? Josiah says, "No." I said, well, they stretch this rope out between two platforms, and the fella gets up and he walks just like that. I said, but when Josiah got there to see this tightrope act, somebody, we're not sure who it was, we think maybe it was an 8th grader, had cut that tightrope in half, and nobody could see. But there happened to be a clown in the audience, and the clown looked up and saw Josiah and said, "Josiah, do you know any magic words?" And Josiah hollered down, "Abracadabra." And so the clown asked everybody, and Josiah included, to on the count of 3 say abracadabra. And he went 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. He asked everybody on the count of 3 to say abracadabra. And he went 1, 2, 3. Just like that. And it went back together just like magic. Ta-da! And Josiah looked at me, and he grinned, and I said, "What's the matter?" "Oh," I said, "that really won't work very well, will it?" And he said, I said, well, the clown asked Josiah if he had another magic word. And Josiah said, "Try presto." So on the count of 3, we all said presto. 1, 2, 3. Presto! And the clown was able to pull that knot right off of there. Whoa. Well, Josiah's eyes got as big as silver dollars. And that boy had a $1 million grin come across his face. And I've got to tell y'all that if I never make another nickel, that boy's paid that bill in full.